One thing.
What mistake?
Electrical.
He's hit the nail on the head.
Yo!
Man, these cars are crazy. Did you see that?
What's up, you guys? Big Daniel, Import Life Media, and got a question. So, when it comes to building your system, when it comes to getting your car or truck together, what comes with that is, should I say, a lot of complications, right? You're dealing with a lot of electrical, a lot of power, fuses, a lot of voltage, a lot of things like that. But let's ask everybody, what is the one thing, the one major thing that could ruin your system, or the one thing that a lot of people avoid or ignore that they shouldn't? What's gonna mess up your system, man? Let's see what the people say. Let's get it. When building a system, what is a common mistake that people either overlook or that they do that can ruin a system?
Electrical. If your electrical is not up to par, don't matter what sub, what amp, what brand, what tuning, what head unit, if you don't have power, your whole system is dead from the jump. You find me on Instagram, Low Life Avi, Dissident Trucks, Aben Kenyama.
What's a common mistake that either people overlook or don't do when building a system that could possibly ruin it?
The box, not clamping your wires tight, overcharging, undercharging. There's various things that you can do to ruin your system. The best thing to do is map it out and get as much electrical as you can. That's it. It takes power to make power.
Walking around, looking for some more people to talk to ask them some more questions. Let's see what they talking about. What is a common mistake that people make or they look past when building a system that could possibly ruin it?
A lot of people I've seen is just not getting an alternator. They just go bypass that and just, get the amp studs and all that. Probably the first thing I would do is just get the wire and the alternator battery, right up there. Don David, and you can find me on Instagram at DonDavid_AV.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, a common mistake is this is the most common mistake. Just because you bought the most expensive shit on the market doesn't mean that you're gonna be louder than somebody else. That's the one thing I could probably tell you because I go through that shit a lot. Just because you have a bunch of speakers and you ain't got the right ear space and all the other shit, it's gonna work against you. That's the only thing I can tell you. They have some cars, it's like a cheetah car. Somebody could pull up on you with, hey, I you not. These Nissan Altimas, they could put bullshit in the trunk and it's gonna be loud. So it's just basically, man, it's on what you got and what you want to spend your money on, and just do your research. That's it. I could have went Sundowns, I could have went FI, I could have went Resilient Audio, but when I read and took my time and read, and what Scar said, if you don't believe me or not, go on their website. It tells you right there. If you want to be loud in the parking lot, turn heads, and still go in the lanes and around, get you some Scar VXF, and that's what I got. Sorry for my language and everything, cussing and all that other stuff though, man, but I'm just keeping it real. Fat Boy Mobile, install. I'm in LA, I go everywhere. I do installs in Las Vegas, San Diego, LA. I'm an LA native. I be all over, bro. So just let y'all know, man. There you go. Hashtag Big Feet Club.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks, sir.
Indeed.
All right.
I'd say a common mistake is people overlook their alternator and their wires. They want to go through and just put in any wire. You can't just put in CCA. You need oxygen-free copper, which is OFC, 0 gauge or better. I mean, 0 gauge, too hot. You can't go wrong. People they want to run 8 gauge. You're not gonna get your power. They want to run 8,000 watts on a stock battery. It ain't gonna work. If you over 5,000 watts, you need at least minimum an alternator and at least 2 batteries off the back. Charged Up Tim, my Instagram is SoCal Basehead 310. You can follow me on TikTok at Charged Up Tim the Trucker. Holla at me, Instagram, like I said, SoCal Basehead 310.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A common mistake that either people overlook or a mistake that people do when building a system that can ruin it.
Not upgrading the electrical to support all the investment they just put in their amps and subs. They don't necessarily always make the investment in the electrical, and that'll cause problems with their initial investment on the amps and subs.
He's hit the nail on the head. Again, your electrical system, your battery reserve, and your alternators, even down the wiring, that's a crucial and vital part of your system. And then again, it needs to support it. If you have 5,000, 8,000, 3,000, doesn't matter. It's a lot of money. You worked hard for it. You want to make sure that you're supporting it.
Joel, I work at Sky High Karate.
Same thing, Scott Dilbeck. I'm at Sky High Karate also. You can find me on Facebook at that too.
Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank
You have a good day.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
Voltage. The number one mistake for sound systems is voltage. It takes power to make power. If you don't have enough power to make the power, your sound system is gonna be garbage. Case in point, if you got 30,000 watts of music, you need 30,000 watts of battery life. If you got a 90 amp hour that is only pushing 25,000 watts, you need two 90 amp hours so you can run your 30,000 watt system. Plain and simple, it's the math, bro. If your battery life keeps up with the watts of your system, you can perform. I have two 15Ks, which is 30 watts, 30,000 watts. My 90 amp hour only holds 25,000 watts, so I'm contradicting myself. Not at all. My two 15Ks are pushing at 2 ohms, which the 15Ks are only pushing about 10,000 watts. So therefore I'm pushing 20,000 watts on the 25,000 watt battery. I can demo all day and I won't lose no voltage.
Pretty much, it's always good to have too much than not enough. But when your voltage gets low and you're trying to play, that's when you can start burning up amps. That's when you can start messing up your subwoofers. That's when, even with clipping and things like that. But, all right, introduce yourself and how can people find you?
My name is Mike. I have a gold Silverado. You can find me at Silverado Mike on Instagram.
All right, y'all. Hey, you heard what everybody had to say. Leave your comments in the comment section. If you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe. Follow your boy, Big Daniel. That's who I am. Holla at y'all.